find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
All right, so today is June 2nd, 2021. It's 6:54 a.m. I need to wake up my son, but I want to wait until 7:30. He has a test today. So 1,096 subscribers. Welcome new subscribers. I did a video already, and I think I'm gonna try to make it for Friday, and it's gonna be two-part because it was 2 hours worth of recording. But I saved these. I didn't put these tweets on that particular video because I wanted the other video focus on Naomi Osaka with the French, with the tennis French Open situation in one video. So I didn't want to mix it with different things. And I threw in a little Meghan, Harry and Meghan things in there, but it was mostly for the Naomi mental health thing here. So here, these are other tweets that I've bookmark, and I thought it was worth sharing. All right, this is Chris Evan. I think I have 2 or 3 of his. All right, because I know some of you are not on Twitter, so I find it interesting, so this is why I'm sharing it with you. All right, it goes like this. I think the conversation surrounding black people who are wealthy is weird. There's a trouble implication that you should be grateful they're not poor and desolate, so they have no right to be upset about anything or complain about the treatment they receive. All right, I've only ever seen white people using a black person's wealth against them when they speak up about something. It's very revealing. Because it's all go back, there's 13 coming here, it's all go back to as the fact we were once a property. We lost our property values the moment we were free to profit off of our own labor. Our lives are valueless to them now because they can't make money off of us anymore. We are nothing and valueless as human beings, so we should be grateful when we have or get receive anything of value, because it's not like we earn it or deserve it or work for it ourselves. They allow us to have or keep anything. It is still an ownership mentality. It is why random white people feel as though they can tell random. That is very interesting. Random black people how to behave, feel, think, speak, and act. They feel they have that right to dictate to us, and we have to accept that framing. This is very, very spot on. Very spot on. Right, my husband says they are referring to as $1 million. He said his grandfather said it all the time. Okay, the implication is that those black people have been allowed to be wealthy and successful, therefore they have no right to complain. The threat is always there that what they've been giving and can be taken away is straight up disrespectful to their talent and their hard work. Right, yes, it's the black people giving wealth and success while white men somehow work really hard to achieve theirs. It's really the opposite, and it's always said without the slightest hint of irony. All right, black and brown people work the most. All right, you see the thing that's going in the UK right now. All right, what they're trying to do. Shit, look at Meghan. A few minutes she was over there. Look what happened. All the works that she created, all the well, if you've been following, you've known. All right, the cookbook, the charity work, and help them be sustain themselves, and the hub kitchen and all of that. So, and the others, what have they been doing? All right, they just slap their name somewhere, but you don't really see much of their hard work. Whatever they consider hard work. Let's see here. There's also no consideration that they could have relative friends or friends who are not nearly as lucky or facing all the challenges of being a minority in this society. And don't get me started on what happened to Dee Brown of the Celtics. All right, let's see. Celtic Dee Brown may give up on Wellesley after police shakeup. Okay, let's see here. I don't know anything about him. Boston Celtic rookie Dee Brown forced from a car by police and ordered to lie on the ground at gunpoint in a case of, I guess, something identity. You mean like when they tweet like this? What is that? Let's see here. Wait, gazillionaire tennis players are now allowed to shun down the standard tournament presses because it affects their mental health. Are you serious? I think this is, I saw her and I was like, the kind of thing that I wanted to say, and I just, it's not even worth it. All right, so this is it here. Okay, and like this, there's more people talking about it. Okay, I don't want to work tomorrow. I saw this too. Okay, I don't want to work tomorrow, but I'm not Naomi Osaka, so I'm gonna suck it up. LOL. You be your own boss like that when you're a millionaire. Okay, she just needs to not blame her mental health. How do you know it's not her mental health? Okay, it diminishes real mental health problem. Just say, I don't want to do my job today. Guess what her job was? To play tennis, and she was willing to do that. All right, and guess what? Because they put a fine, she was willing to pay the fine. Everyone can relate to that. You see, this is the thing why a lot of, they doing it, they don't even know. They doing it, they don't even know. Because a lot of people who have mental issues don't know how to, afraid to come out to say their problem. Okay? At Rachel Carl's, literally did a podcast about normalizing black wealth and eradicating performative poverty. All right, this is the mental thing that they have. They want people to be, in poverty and all of that. Look how they turn a lot of African countries. But when you give them their resources back, they know how to flourish. All right. All right, let's go to the next one that I bookmark. All right, because I have to wake up my son and a few. All right, this is Chris Evan again. Okay, I could go on with the comment under him because he has a lot of, let's see how many, I could tell you how many, okay, 376, 78 retweet, 32 quote, and there's 1900 plus. All right, next tweet. Oh my God, this couple house burned down and the firefighters came running out of the house with her 10-day-old infant daughter's body. But the mother was insistent that it wasn't her. She didn't know what they were holding, but it wasn't her baby. Okay, when I saw this, and I actually read it already. It's a thread. I read it already, but I felt like I should share it with you because some of you probably know about this. Okay, she was a mother who didn't want to accept the truth of her child's death and was in denial because she couldn't handle the grief. They cremated the body. The couple's marriage crumbled because the wife's delusion about the baby being alive tore them apart. Years later, she saw a little girl whose eyes caught her attention. She became convinced this little girl she saw was her daughter. The police indulged her and asked the little girl mother if she could show them the birth certificate just to placate the grieving mom. She said yes, of course, opened her trunk, which was full of bags, right through it, but said she needed to go home to find it. I mean, who walks with their birth certificate? They asked if she'd be willing to provide a DNA sample of the girl to test, but she ghosts the police and then suddenly hires a lawyer. Okay, the police go back to revisit the original fire because they now need a court order to get the little girl's DNA. But how could they establish probable cause for the DNA test if legally the baby has been deemed dead? They went back to the body. For a human body to be cremated, it needs to burn at an incredible high temperature for about 15 hours. That I didn't know. And even then, there are bone fragments left that need to be ground for an infant, maybe a little bit less time. But the record shows the baby's body was only burned for 18 minutes. What? With this information, some other shady things they discovered about the mother, they were able to get a court order to obtain the DNA test. As soon as she and daughter got to the office to take the test, mom asked if she and daughter could use the bathroom. One of the detectives was suspicious, so she followed them to eavesdrop. And the detective could hear the mother saying, quote, open your mouth, end quote, and could hear something being sprayed. It turned out to be the mother's spit. So they made the girl wait and take another DNA sample. The test finally came back and the results showed that this little girl, who had been living 10 miles from the original scene of the crime, was in fact the daughter of the grieving mother who no longer believed when she said her baby had not died in the fire.
Oh my God. I can't.
I'm laughing. It's not funny, but I'm laughing because there's a GIF or something like that. Yes, the kidnapper was a known arsonist who started the fire after snatching the baby from her crib. But what doesn't make sense is the fire department determined the fire was an electrical fire at the time, not arson. Somebody started the fire to obfuscate the baby napping, or do they just need to go read the wiki? Okay, 18 minutes, get led. Okay, that's where some of the thing. Tests revealed the bone fragment they found were non-human, most likely a cat or a small dog. What? What? Where did this come from? Okay, thanks. This story was depressing me all day. At least now, infanticide it off the table. So what happened to the infant the firefighter brought out of the house? Oh, I should have gone on it. Okay. All right. It's actually said the mother spoke no English and the daughter spoke no Spanish, so they had a hard time bonding. The daughter said her mother will sit around, cradle a blanket like it was her infant baby. Okay. If this doesn't become a movie, someone dropped the ball. Okay, the little girl lost. Okay, we can, yeah. All right. How does the father not know what his child looks like? He's a suspect. Okay. It was only 10 days old. My guess is that it was probably burned pretty bad. But then again, if it had been in the house burning long enough to be unrecognizable, who on earth will be a mother be able to tell, insist it she was alive? Dang. Dang it. Now you got me curious. Alright, so that was the story. There's a lot of question that arrived from it. So I don't want to stay too long on this. There's more question that goes into it. Alright, so let me go to the next tweet that I have here. Again, Chris Evans. I'm telling you, he's everywhere. He has so many stories here. And this, I mentioned it on the Naomi Osaka tweet. Alright, a Mississippi high school had 2 black female students as their valedictorian and salutatorian. Then, suddenly, hours before the graduation, they announced 2 additional students were also the valedictorian and salutatorian for a total of 4. The school has deleted their social media. When I saw this, these people cannot make their idiocracy any more worse. They have to prove this show me just the greatness of black people, even after all circumstances. Okay? West Point Consolidated School District. Congratulations to West Point High School 2020-2021 valedictorian and salutatorian. Valedictorian was it Akira Washington, salutatorian Layla Temple. Follow the West Point Consolidate School District page for more pictures from today's Senior Award Day. Alright, so there they are, 2 black people. And this is at the heart of Mississippi. Okay, and then they bring this. Oh my God. I will be ashamed to even put my face there. Oh my God. Set a goal and pursue it with all you have, no matter what keep believing in it. Valedictorian Dominic Roglio, salutatorian Emma Claire. They have battled for first and second spot since elementary school. How fitting that they end up fraction of a point apart. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you both. You represent West Point High School so well. Alright, look how they put that thing here. And then look what they put here. Nothing in the background of these two. Alright, you know your hard work pay. I'll be ashamed to be even knowing the background of this. I'll be afraid. Okay, West Point Consolidated School District. The West Point Consolidated District would like to address the concern of the naming valedictorian and salutatorian for the, West Point Consolidated School District class of 2021. Okay, there are 2 methods of determining the student class rank. The first is you know what? I'm not even gonna read the BS here. Just freeze your screen and read that. All right, this is just BS after their nonsense here. All right. And there's another one. Just read it. All right. I don't need to read it. It's just some nonsense they put to. Once they see the skin color, that's when they decided to do their nonsense. All right. Read it. All right. Their Facebook page is now gone, and they're getting dragged. The school claimed they used 2 metrics to decide the valedictorian and salutatorian GPA and QPA. The black students were chosen based on QPA, and the 2 additional white student GPA. But why wasn't that announced before? I think until they see the skin color. The link you follow may be broken, or the page may have been removed. Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh, rank review. Oh my goodness. Another example of moving the goalposts when black people outperform them. Okay, while claiming that affirmative action is unfair because everything should be a pure meritocracy. All right. How it is quality point average measure. Okay, my understand it's weighing based on credit hours earned by the course. So the QPA is the highest standard of difficulty to earn. That's what used to choose the 2 black students. Bro, we still got segregated prom. Really? So for a bit of context, my city has what's called the Garden Club that was established around the end of segregation. They fund a private invite-only prom at the local country club. They also, years ago, pour cement into the public pool rather than let black kids swim. What? I mean, Damn. Okay, and in case you're wondering, it happened in my southern city too. The public pool where I swam when I was small child is now filled with brush and pile because of black people had to be allowed to swim with white. They weren't allowed to have swimming pool. What in the name? Every single time black people succeed at their game, they change the rule. I mean, my goodness, it's either them or you don't have it at all. My goodness, the last time I checked, there can only be one valedictorian in a class. The last time I checked, the 4.0 GPA was the most you could get. Then suddenly, they have 4.3 and 4.5. Moving the goalposts and gaming the system has always been part of the system. Oh my God, the rules always get tweaked, changed, and applied differently when achieve something always. Okay, let me read this. I start laughing at this because Twitter don't play. Okay, the rule. Okay, I just read the rule. Always get tweaked and changed up to play. Okay, and change and apply differently when achieve something always. Just like this. What they are doing to Simone Biles is a prime example of how rules are weaponized to try to diminish black excellence and elevate white mediocrity. She's still going to fly over all of them. Look at this. She went to the roof. And boom, on her feet. This is savage. This is savage. Oh, the old Biles rules strike again. I watched it so many times. Yes, exactly the same. Boom. Oh, seriously, love this GIF. Oh my God. Okay, I have more to show you. It's almost time now to wake up my son. Alright, next tweet. The real reason royal roaches are upset about the number of Harry and Meghan's bathroom is Harry and Meghan have the ability to pay for their bathrooms. Aristos don't. That's why they have to open up their estates for home and garden tours to keep it light on. Okay, so true. I remember watching a show about a lot of the UK's stately homes are rented out for weddings, reception tours, so the aristos can live there. A lot are in terrible shape and need major repair. A lot of their homes sits partially empty. Buckingham Palace is the same too. Wow, I didn't know that. When I saw it, I didn't know that. Yeah, exactly. Like that American chick that goes on TV waffling her mouth all over Harry and Meghan. She had to go do yoga to put food on the table, and she lives in a cramped quarters in their stately home. Imagine the jealousy she feels knowing she can't parlay her aristo into real influence. Okay, I really want to visit Hampton Court and some other estate, but don't want to give my hard-earned money to the trash racist family. I always assumed this Aristos family were rich. Okay, that's the thing here. Okay, they are, but those stately pile have hundreds of rooms. Example, the Woodmere estate has 365 rooms, of which around 50 is bathroom. They want all that, but they can't do the work to keep it up. Okay, unless you have serious money coming in. How do you heat all those rooms? Maintain. That's what the National Trust is for. Okay, OMG. Alright, let's see. It's so very true. They are so mad that Harry and Meghan makes their own way in the world. This is turning lemon into lemonade. I mean, this is why they keep talking about this. When I saw it, for some of you who are not on Twitter, who probably will never see it, I didn't know about this. Haha, best comment.
They are also moldy, if we are being quite honest.
You are brilliant, exactly so. You know, as I'm editing this video and I'm reading some of the comments, and I'm thinking how idiotic this kind of mentality is. They're creating some imaginary thing, pretending that they are better, they are greater than, and all of that. But in reality, their capability is not able to match their imagination. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, jealousy is what's gonna kill humanity. And it's literally, it's what's killing humanity. You see how they're doing a lot of black people, killing them on the street like nothing. Okay, out of jealousy. Why? And they pop up themselves thinking that they are greater than, but when they're being put to the test at the same level of other people, there's no match. There's no competition. All right, they live in that fantasy world of that they are greater than, better than, and all of that. But when they put them to the test, they are not, and this is what's killing them. Putting cement onto a pool because they don't want others to do it. My goodness, this is sad. It's sad at every level. All right, next tweet. All right, this has to do with the yacht that is being built in the UK. All right. Oh, that yacht. Nothing gets me more than wasteful, pointless spending of taxpayers' money without any hope of returning on investment. Remember the part about public finances and the 2021 budget? I think this is correct, and the question for the government should be whether a yacht is the best trade promotion bank for 200 million pounds of taxpayers' buck. For example, the entire establishment 2021-2022 departmental budget of August Trade Australia Trade Promotional Agency is about 189 million pounds. All right, let's see this. This is where, they want to show they have so much, but there's no money for it. All right, so this is that. Let me just show it, and you guys could it's so small. All right, you guys could freeze it. All right, they highlight this part here. Total departmental resourcing 2021-2022 347,005 pound. I assume that's in pound, or maybe in dollar. That's in dollar. All right, so that's that. You could freeze it and read it a little bit more. I'm not really looking into it that much. But they say they have to have the biggest, the baddest. Okay, it appears to be a post-Britex trade promotion yacht, not a new real yacht. Okay, the ship, the name of which will be announced in due course, will be the first national flagship since 1997, when the HMY Britannia was decommissioned. However, its role will be distinct from that of any previous national flagship, reflecting the UK new status as an independent trading nation and helping us to seize the opportunity that status presents. I mean, it's one thing at a time. You just got yourself out of Britex. Britex is not looking too good for the UK. So why add more to things that the unforeseen thing here? Get yourself settled first, start making money, and then you could put this into commission. All right, but then again, who am I to speak? As well as being a resource for British firm looking to export globally, the ship will also be a tangible manifestation of British ingenuity and shipbuilding expertise. The government intention is to build the ship in the UK. This will create jobs. Okay, until it start going, you gotta see where things is gonna be outsourcing and all of that. Help drive a renaissance in the UK shipbuilding industry and showcase the best of British engineering around the world. The Prime Minister said. He always says things, but when reality we see different things. This is not to say the British don't have that, but it's just that he promised so much at the beginning, but when things come in fruition, it's completely different. The Prime Minister said, quote, the new national flagship will be the first vessel of its kind in the world, reflecting the UK burgeoning status as a great independent maritime trading nation. All right, the way that I see it, trading is not going to be done much with the UK, with that Brexit deal that I see going on. Every aspect of the ship, from its build to the businesses it showcased on board, will represent and promote the best of British, a clear and powerful symbol of our commitment to be an active player on the world. As I'm reading this, one of the things that came to mind regarding the PPE here, they give those huge PPE deals to huge companies, and it was them who was receiving it, and those PPE was being made very cheaply some other places. So I could see the same thing going here. All right, they're gonna give themselves the how do you call this, the commission to build the ship, but it's gonna be them, but that thing is gonna be done outsourced. End name in particular is gonna be a UK company. All right, but the people, the hands-on to put little pieces, the rivets, the welding and all of that is gonna be someplace else. Okay, and the facade, the business is gonna be a British business. All right, but they're gonna outsource it someplace else. The people who's doing the work, like I was saying, put metal to metal, do the technology, all of this is gonna be outsourced someplace else. All right, it's the same thing with I see this is another blueprint of the same thing that's gonna be done here, with that shipbuilding here. Okay, with the PPE thing. Okay, the Telegraph hoped to win the palace over the proposed flagship, citing the Telegraph post bag. However, support in the past has been 1/4, with more supporters of the monarchy, which has 2/3 support, being opposed than the favor of many other agnostic about this flagship proposal. Okay, this might explain why there was no mention of the royal family involvement in number 10's announcement. I suspect that Buckingham Palace is seeing how news of the new flagship is received before wanting to become publicly involved. I hope the palace can see how popular this new flagship will be, judging by the readers who have written to the Telegraph. Okay, remember this is a different video, but when I was reading the Osaka thing, all right, Telegraph, okay, expressed support, and a dozen of Tory MPs led by Jake Berry and Craig McKinley, who backed the campaign. Well, guess what? All of them, those Tories, they're gonna open their business. All right, if they don't already open it, to make sure that the time frame shows that they've been in business for a while, and then give themselves, okay, the bodies, the contract to build the ship, and then within the business, it's outsourcing. All right, Labour's MPs have been largely silent, of course. Sir Keir Starmer, their leader, missed a trip, not lending the campaign his support. It is the kind of patriotic gesture which will appeal to his lost voters and sit in the northern England. Let's see here. Okay, but support drops across the board for buying a new royal yacht. Only the conservative remotely supported. What is it? The blue is support, green is opposed. Okay, we don't even need to look at the number. Just look how the green, all of it. All right, so they don't support it. Okay, oh my god, this is long. All right, so this is a huge thing. It's a lot. All right, so I want to go to another one because I have to, there's more to it. Maybe if I have time, I'll continue, but let me read this one. This one was very funny. All right, this is a squaddy. Well, we're getting a divorce. It's been a good run, but I just discovered he took my leftover to work with him for lunch. And I responded, he better repay you the way you wanted to be repaid. Nothing like a leftover, especially when you were looking forward to having it. Yep, girl, it's over. My relationship has never truly recovered from a very serious Olive Garden breadstick incident. Those squaddies with their hobbies. That's the squaddies with their hobbies. Okay. Husband come in and go. Leftovers are irreplaceable. Thank you. Okay, something unforgivable. All right, leftovers. I wonder what those are. My hobbies eats all off of my plate with his plate. Still sitting in front of him, saying, "Now you know you ain't gonna finish this." You know what's really funny about this, because it happened to all of us, it's just that I'm just happy that some of the squaddies are having a really good healthy relationship with their hobbies. All right, that was supposed to be a joke. All right, I hope some of you get it. It's just a joke that they're sharing with us. So all right, my son runs out of the kitchen to steal any leftovers in case I might be wanting them for lunch. Okay, the only thing worse is walking in from work and catching him in the act of eating the leftovers you were planning to eat at night. This is the squaddies giving the experience. There is nothing worse than anticipating the meal in the fridge and then finding it's missing. Definitely divorce worthy. I had to leave you guys with a good note. Okay, girl, I actually brought tears to my eyes after dreaming about my leftovers while at work, only to come home to an empty bowl in the sink. The audacity. Especially when you're tired, you don't want to fix anything, you just want to pop that thing in the microwave. Alright, I threaten divorce every night because my hubby snore like a fried chicken. like a freight train. Sound like it's over. How sad, at least he'll enjoy one last good thing, but how dare him. Okay, I've been on the verge of divorce many times for the same infraction. My son is this close to being disowned too. They know good and well. They know good and well. The food tasted better the second day. That's right, especially when the seasoning is marinated in there. Okay, this is where you order and one serving and his favorite food for dinner, and sit down and eat all of it while you put the plate in front of a waffle in front of him. Make sure you say "Mom" between every bite of you. Of course, yeah, I did it. I learned his lesson. Okay, he learned his lesson. Reasonable response. Honestly, don't know why he hasn't started filing already. You never take the first or the last. Okay, I'm divorcing your father. He's gonna learn today. Alright, I've been awake since 5 a.m. for no reason, and my husband is still fast asleep. I don't know why this irritates me so much, but I want to serve paper. Oh my God, the squad. I'm in Florida. We have gators down here. Just saying goodbye, Earl. We can go for boozy ice cream at Disney afterward. Okay, sound like a date. Okay, I've been awake. Okay, I just read this one. Firm but fair. All right, let me finish. That's the squad. I have to wake up my son now. It's 7:26. All right, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back to the other tweet to read some of the thing regarding the shipbuilding, but that was something to share with you. All right, so enjoy your Friday. Thanks for watching.